Hello and welcome to the madness that is my first race of 2024. It's been a little bit late getting into it, but I mean, I made up for it with a little bit of action, a little bit of chaos. So we're going to be getting into that very shortly. But before I do that, I got to thank Tom Egan Photo and Dr. Otto. Two of them make this channel a good bit nicer and a lot of it more possible to manage. So thank you both. And let's get right into it. Starting with heat race number 1. This was the first race with the new gears in the car. We were turning way too little before. Now we're hopefully right there in the ballpark. So big thank you to Joey Tardio for helping us with that earlier in the day. This would have been a really good test, except we did not have really any brakes. So that made it really hard to figure out what we had. In hot laps, we were having issues with transmission slipping, so we got that taken care of before the heat race. But as you can see here, car didn't want to slow down, and burying my foot to the floor trying to get any brakes I had, I looped it out, which should have been a sign, but I kind of didn't realize that now that we had the correct gears, we were very tail happy. So you'll see that kind of throughout the race, but for now, I will be quiet so you can enjoy the sweet sounds of that naturally aspirated 350. And there marks the end of the heat race for me. Just a lap and a half from the checkered and doing donuts. So just got up in the marbles and tried to be Superman and hold my foot to the floor and counter steer, and it just didn't really work. So note to all you young drivers, don't do that. Sometimes just take your lumps and spin out like a real man instead of trying to become a break dancer. Moving on to the main event, a little bit happier story. Got the brake split and got a bunch more bite in the car and took it out to see what it'd do. Didn't end up being the perfect balance, but we got around the track without spinning out, so that's a big plus. Note to all you people in the audience, if you don't know, the blue and yellow flag means to hold your line, not move over. This will be important information later. So we're going to ignore the part where I saw the checkered that was displayed for the leader behind me because I beat the leader of the line. So I had one more lap to race, and then I just didn't. I mean, to be fair, like, Kendall deserved to beat me. Kendall ran a much better race at 66. Like, I done threw it away, so I'm not salty about it or anything. But another note for young racers: race all of the laps instead of all but one of the laps. Mark Martin would be so proud of me. That does mark the end of the video, so I gotta thank you all for watching. Another thank you to Tom Egan Photo and Dr. Otto. I hope to see you all in the midst of the madness again.